All right, hello, welcome back. It is Monday and we're going to get the week started. Mondays are my off days in inverted commas. Not really off, I don't really take whole days off. It is definitely my off running day. That is one thing I do, is I do take Mondays off from running. So we're going to get on the bike in a bit. I've just done some mobility rather, not yoga. I could not call myself a yoga practitioner at all. But I have just done some mobility, getting my hips, trying to really work on my hips, actually. That's a real big part. And actually, Faye, who is one of my coaches, she noticed that I have quite a pelvic tilt. I'd never really paid much attention to it before, and she said she'd never noticed it. But yeah, she was stood to the side of me and said, "You've got quite an anterior pelvic tilt." So yeah, just trying to work on that. Yeah, glute strength is a big part of that, really. So, and lower back strength. And I do sit a lot, so I'm really trying to get up and out and about. And I do have a standing desk, actually, over there. There's the doggies. Say morning, doggies. Where's Dottie? There she is, hiding. Hello, baby. Yes, you ate my camera yesterday, didn't you? She actually got the camera that I'm using now, and I've got teeth marks on it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to try standing up a little bit more on the desk. I'm going to do my strength work now. So heavy squats, golden, some bench press, and then lots of conditioning work and some single leg work as well, obviously. And I've lost another half a kilo. So I've gone from 89.5 kilos to 86.5 kilos in 4 weeks. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And then I start properly this week with my nutritionist friend, who has very kindly asked me to offer to help me. So I'm going to be working with him. He's going to be putting notes on my Training Peaks of how many calories I should be having each day and macros, because I'm going to continue with a little bit of a focus on body composition. I have now dropped another race into the mix, 85k, so just over 50 miles, and it is one of the UTMB ones. I'm going to be going over to Puglia in Italy. That's in November. Yeah, really looking forward to that, actually. Now, it was UTMB this weekend, super inspired by it. I really need to go back for CCC, because I did CCC last year, DNF'd, unfortunately. Fitness-wise, I was absolutely on fire. And at about 75k, I became slightly hyponatremic. That's where the blood sodium concentration becomes diluted, and my hands and face were tingling and going numb, and I was a bit all over the place. It was basically because in my bid to stay really hydrated, I drank way too much plain water, because there's fountains and potable water all over the Alps. And yeah, I just drank way too much plain water. So I unfortunately DNF'd purely because of that. Fitness-wise, I was absolutely rocking it. So I need to go back for redemption. And yeah, hopefully that's going to be next year. I've got quite a few people that I coach that are going to be entering the ballot for next year. A couple of them are definitely going to get in because they've got loads of stones. It'd be very surprising if they didn't. But anyway, let me know if you've got any questions about what my training is going to look like. I'm certainly going to be increasing the volume a little bit now. Not crazy. I never really ever do more than sort of 80 miles a week in a peak week anyway. Obviously, I'm using the bike, so that gives me some extra volume. I do get up before the rest of the household. It is just about 7 o'clock in the morning now. I've already done some yoga this morning. I'm going to do my strength work, and then I'm going to jump on the bike. Morning, team. Tuesday today, double day today, so I'm going to be jumping on the treadmill to start with, and I'll see how the weather is later. It's all right this morning, but it's supposed to just be rainy for ages now. British weather's here. So yeah, I'm going to jump on the treadmill today. I'm going to do a zone 2 run this morning, but I'm going to do it uphill. I'm going to just start building into my hill work ready for my next race, which I have booked the Puglia UTMB, 85 kilometers. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some stones to try and get in the lottery for next year. I've got one of my athletes who crewed me actually for Race of the Stones. He's coming to crew me again. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. So he's coming along. So thank you to Andy. And then I think I've actually got another one of my athletes who's going to be joining us, and I've already got one of my athletes that I'm coaching for it. So it's going to be a bit of a get together, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I need to start getting on the hill work. So I'm going to ease into it. Zone 2, uphill. I don't know what gradient that's going to be, what incline that's going to be on the treadmill, but yeah, that is going to be my first run today. And then later on I'm going to do 5 by 5 minutes at threshold, so sort of half marathon sort of effort, maybe a bit quicker. We'll see how that goes as well. So but I'm going to do that flat, ideally outside. So yeah, that's today's plan. Let's get it done. Just a little shout out, this isn't a sponsored post, I don't have a discount code. Don't worry, I'm not trying to influence you, but I do have to give a little shout out to Oosh Performance. What I really like about these guys, the product's really good. It tastes really nice, summer fruits. It's got 500 milligrams or 494 milligrams of sodium, so a pretty good hit of sodium. And it's also got a couple of nootropics in it to help with mind clarity and stuff. But what I really love more than anything about this product is I've been following him for ages on LinkedIn, and he started the company when he was 16 years old. He's now only 17. So yeah, big shout out to Rafferty, or Raf, and his new company, new product, Oosh Performance. Give him a try, really good. I really like the product. So yeah, that's going to be my drink of choice. As I say, no discount codes. I just want to give him a shout out because I just think, when I was 16, I was dicking around on my Nintendo. So fair play to him. Amazing. And there we go. Here is the movie I was watching, Army of the Dead. But there's a start, 2,000 feet again in an hour. Yeah, pretty good average heart rate of about 140. That's the finishing heart rate. So well in my zone 2. So happy with that. First run of the day done. Okay. I was going to go to club, but the weather has been total dog shit today, and it's late in the day now, and not that changes what club was going to be. But anyway, I am going to do my second run today. Did that first one this morning. Now it is 6:30 p.m. and I am going to jump on the treadmill, and I'm going to do 5 sets of 5 minutes at around about threshold sort of effort. Good thing about doing it on the treadmill is that I can control the effort. The club session as well tonight wasn't really kind of what I wanted to be doing. So yeah, I will leave the social aspect to another day. Going to get on the treadmill again, and we're going to get real sweaty. It's going to be a sweat fest. There we go. Session done. That is the session. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. An hour with 5 lots of 5 minutes at threshold. 7.5 miles in total. Yeah, and I did that quite a bit of that on the uphill as well. So good session, and we're done for first proper training day of the week. Tuesday, we're at double session day, and it's been a good one. I feel good. All right, welcome back. I actually missed yesterday, so today is Friday. Yesterday, all I did was 45 minutes easy on the treadmill. I was going to do another hour later on in the day, but I was just really busy, ran out of time, and decided actually I could probably just do with a little bit of extra recovery anyway, because today I've got a run which is going to be about an hour and a half, and that's going to include 2 blocks of 20 minutes at just faster than marathon effort. So a fairly chunky session. I'm also going to be doing some strength work as well. So yeah, that's the plan for today. But first, I have from Thriver a blood test. So I did a blood test with these guys. In fact, I've done a few blood tests with these guys as a paying customer, not nothing sponsored or anything. So I was already a paying customer. I'm quite big on this anyway. I know people promote things on YouTube all the time, but I try not to be one of those people unless I actually believe in the product or the thing that I'm promoting. And yeah, I had a test done with them a little while back, and it showed some some interesting results. It showed some really good results as well. But yeah, when they reached out, I been a paying customer anyway. So yeah, I like the product. So here I am promoting this because it is, like it says on the box, listen to your blood. It is really helpful. My last test that I had done with them actually showed that my bad cholesterol was too high, and also my iron was too high as well. So I have made some changes to my diet since. To be fair, when the last time I did my blood test with them, it was just after I'd finished the South Downs Way 100 miler. I was eating whatever I wanted, and that was pretty much containing a lot of crap, really. So potentially that was the reason for the higher cholesterol at the time. But since then, I have been absolutely on it. I've been eating so much fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, lean meat. I've stopped eating. I've had red meat once. I've been eating plenty of salmon, that kind of thing. You know, plenty of omega-3s which is shown to reduce cholesterol in the blood. The thing with high cholesterol is that it puts me at a higher risk of heart disease, and I don't want that as a runner, particularly as a dad. So yeah, anyway, we're going to do a blood test today. We're going to do a blood draw. The kit comes with everything you need. You don't need to have a blood draw done by a nurse. That is an ideal way of doing it, and you can pay for that additionally. But it comes with this little device, a blood draw device, which you attach to your arm. You push down the red button on it, and it pricks your arm. You don't feel it at all, actually. If you're scared of needles, don't be, because it's not like that. But yeah, then you attach the vial to there, and the blood comes out. So that's what we are going to do right now. Yeah, comes with the 2 vials. First thing I'm going to do, well, actually, the first thing I have done today is I have drunk loads of water. I must admit, I have done one of these tests recently, like 4 days ago, and it did not draw blood because I was a bit dehydrated, really. So that's one of the other great things about Thriver, is that if you message them, they send you another kit out. I literally sent them a message on Wednesday, and it came yesterday, which was Thursday. So bang, I've got another kit. No extra charge. They just send you another kit. So this time I have drunk a lot of water today. I've been going to the toilet a lot. Right. So first of all, you pop this little disc in here, and then it reacts with the fluid inside. Excuse me. And then that turns really warm. And the idea with that is that you put it on the site that you're going to get the blood draw from. First of all, I'm going to get the alcohol wipe and wipe the area down. And then I'm going to put my warm pad on for a few minutes. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, right. So we take the thing off there. We're going to pop it on our arm, and then it just sticks like that. Just pop the vial in like that, securely but not crazy tight, and pop. You don't feel that at all. Just hold it down, get the blood going. There we go, and now we wait for some blood to come out. This can take a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to drink more water. I just want to make damn sure that blood is coming out. There we go. If you're squirmish, sorry, but a little bit of blood coming out now. Okay, that's the first vial done. We're going to take that off. Quickly put the next one on. It's coming. Ready to send them back. You put your little label on, and then you stick it in the little cozy little packet, and then you pop it back in the box that it came in, and you send that back. Comes with a prepaid bag to send it back. Comes with all the instructions of how you should do it. So simple. Okay, there we go. Rocking and rolling. Purple one gets a good little shake around. There we go. And then we put the label on the purple one. Pop it in its little box. Let's go to the lab. And there we go. Done. Just peel that off. That's the most painful bit. Pulling a few hairs off the arm. And they come with a couple of plasters, so we'll stick a little Thriver plaster on. And there we go. So we're going to send that off, and we'll see what the results say. Hopefully all of my changes, I have lost 3 kilos now, and it's just through. Yes, I've been tracking my calories, but mostly just to make sure I'm having enough, because I'm counting my calories from the dieting aspect. I could quite easily undereat if I wasn't tracking my calories. So I have been tracking absolutely everything, just making sure that I am having enough to support my training alongside the, trying to trim a little bit of the dad podge. So that's all going well. So yeah, let's get this sent off. I will pop this in the priority post box so that they get it. Yeah, they get it promptly. You need to get it back to them quickly, because otherwise, I guess in the blood congeals or whatever in the vials. But there we go. Blood test. Ready to go. I'm such a man-child. One thing I love about this box is that. Ooh, 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 ooh. How cool is that? Happy Sunday, hope you're all good. Don't worry, my camera is on the dashboard. Yeah, hope you're all good. I kind of lost track a little bit this week of what's going on, and so what have I been doing? I did on Friday a nice little confidence boosting marathon pace session. So I did 2 blocks of 20 minutes at marathon pace. Really good, actually. I was kind of hanging out at around 6-minute 20 per mile, which is 4 minute per kilometre ish sort of pace. So definitely not where I need to be for the marathon come January, but not bad. Not bad at all at this stage. Yeah, I've not done any marathon pace or marathon effort stuff, so yeah, it's pretty good after, what are we now, a month into this little training series, little training vlog. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. I felt really good. Heart rate was in a good place, exactly where I'd want it to be at marathon pace. So yeah, not too bad. Just need to get faster now. And then what else? Yesterday I did 10 miles on the treadmill, which is getting on for a record. I think my record is 14. But yeah, that was out of necessity, doing it on the treadmill. Just wanted Alison to have a lie in, and then we were taking the kids. Oh, Miles started his first day at football yesterday, so that was my Saturday. I needed to get that 10 miles in, so I just got in the gym, got on the treadmill, got it done. And now I'm on my way to meet Rachel, who I coach. We are going to be doing probably somewhere around 13 to 15 miles on trails, just a nice chatty run with her. So yeah, happy Sunday, here we go, let's get it done. I'll probably end up on about somewhere between 65 and 70 miles for the week, so yeah, over 100k this week. So yeah, building really quite nicely, and we'll start to add on top of that next week as well.